Hi, I'm Chelsea Lopez. You're watching iDrop News for the week of January 30th. Apple's switches to OLED displays for iPhone 8 could cost $50 million in profit, analyst claims. Apple's 10th anniversary iPhone is largely expected to feature an edge-to-edge OLED display, but that move could cost Cupertino around $50 million in 2017's second quarter. OLED technology offers a number of advantages over traditional LCD displays, among them sharper contrast ratios, quicker refresh rates, and lower power consumption. All right, Apple's demand for OLED displays is expected to be so great that many underdog manufacturers like Vivo, Oppo, and Huawei are scrambling to secure OLED panels. Between Apple, Samsung, and other manufacturers, there will likely be an OLED supply shortage in 2017, according to a source familiar with Apple's supply chain, although predicted that Apple will report 76 million shipments during the first quarter. That's a lot of phones. Fitbit cuts $200 million in jobs and expenses. Apple Watch remains wearable market leader. Fitbit Inc. announced a 6% cut of its workforce Monday due to weak fourth quarter revenue reports. The company cited softer than expected holiday demand last year as a primary reason for the direct action, according to a January 30th press release. Fitbit announced that it will continue to expand into the $10 billion global smartwatch market, a move that will bring the San Francisco-based company into direct competition with Cupertino's Apple Watch. While Fitbit currently dominates the wearable market, it's failed largely to take any ground away from Apple's smartwatch dominance. Hang in there, Fitbit. Majority of consumers are paying more for cooler premium iPhones, new reports claim. The majority of customers are willing to pay more money to own an iPhone boasting more premium technologically advanced features, according to an analysis conducted by one prominent Apple research firm. The sales estimate of 24 million iPhone 7 Plus units actually represents a sizable 17% increase year-over-year sales. The iPhone base wants a new, cooler iPhone. There's a lot of pent-up demands for a product with newer, cooler features, noted Akuri, adding that the lesser expensive base model, iPhone 7, doesn't deliver. Of course, whether or not customers are truly willing to pay more for a more advanced featured-rich iPhone will become resoundingly clearer this fall, when Apple is all but certain to unveil its highly anticipated 10th anniversary iPhone, featuring uber premium specs like a 5.5 to 5.8 inch curved OLED display, wireless charging, better IP68 waterproofing, and so much more. I can't wait. Older Americans are more addicted to social media than millennials, Nielsen report finds. Are your parents on Facebook and Instagram more than you? According to a new Nielsen report published this month, older Americans actually spend more time on social media than their younger counterparts. Sean Casey, Nielsen's social division president, told the New York Times that while the findings initially surprised him, they made sense once he realized that Gen X was actually the first adult generation to grow up with Facebook and similar platforms. At a time when we wanted to be connected, Facebook came out right when we were at the top of our media consumption, Casey told the Times. It's become second nature to our generation. The 29-page Nielsen report was based on data collected from 9,000 smartphone users and 1,300 tablet users between July and September 2016, the New York Times reported. Of course, the study does leave out one big demographic: teenagers under 18. A 2015 article by CNN found that teens spent an average of 9 hours a day consuming various types of media. That amounts to 63 hours per week, dwarfing the reported numbers for both Gen X and millennials. Teens, you need to get outside. Apple officially joins tech giant dominated artificial intelligence research group. Apple has joined the partnership on AI as a founding member. The company has been involved and collaborating with the partnership since before it first announced and is thrilled to formalize its membership alongside Amazon, Facebook, DeepMind, Google, IBM, and Microsoft. First announced in September of last year, the nonprofit organization was established to study and formulate best practices to advance the public's understanding of AI and to serve as an open platform for discussion, engagement about AI and its influences on people and society. Becoming a member of the partnership and publishing research are just two signs that Apple is committed to furthering its own AI technology. When CEO Tim Cook made that announcement, he hinted at ways that AI could benefit the iPhone, from better managing battery life to improving content recommendations according to digital trends. All right, AI. iPhone 7 to replace Galaxy Note 4 as UK military secure communications device. Telecommunication giant BT is currently in the process of modifying the iPhone 7 for the UK Ministry of Defence, MOD, such that UK personnel can use it to safely share state secrets and store sensitive data. We've been working very closely with them to develop what we've commonly called a dual persona device. Steve Bunn, technical business manager for defense at BT, said, essentially it means you can have a voice at official and at secret. The Samsung device was eventually jettisoned in favor of the iPhone 7 when it became apparent that its security was inadequate. While details regarding the nature of upgrades were scant due to security reasons, the BT exec also noted that the iPhone 7s would be bolstered with security storage containers to safeguard secret data, potentially within encrypted files or folders. iPhone's getting all 007 on us. Data stealing ransomware app found in official Google Play Store. An app hosted by Google Play turns out to have had ransomware hidden inside of it, which infected at least one unsuspecting Android user. The zero-day mobile ransomware, which also steals users' data, was dubbed Charger by researchers at Checkpoint, a cybersecurity firm that detects its existence. This isn't the first time ransomware-infected app to have been discovered in Google Play Store. Last October, for example, over 400 apps on Google Play Store were found to contain the dress code Trojan malware. The ransomware app was only downloaded by a handful of devices and has since been purged from the official Google Play Store for Androids, but the incident spotlights flaws in Google's malicious app detection system. Apple files $145 million patent suit against Qualcomm in Beijing. Just days after filing a $1 billion lawsuit against the global chip maker in the U.S., Apple said Wednesday it has filed another lawsuit against Qualcomm in Beijing's intellectual property court. San Diego-based chip supplier abused its dominant position in the chip industry in violation of Chinese anti-monopoly law and seeks damages of 1 billion yen. While Qualcomm stated that it had yet to read the full complaints filed in China, it seems likely that the company will contest them in keeping its promises to fight both the FTC and Apple lawsuits in the U.S. Qualcomm General Counsel Don Rosenberg added that Qualcomm is prepared to defend its business model anywhere in the world. We are proud of our history of contributing our inventions to the development and success of the mobile communications ecosystem. Sounds like Qualcomm and Apple are about to duel it out. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Chelsea Lopez. Catch us next week on iDrop News.